Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing awesome, possum. Welcome back to Kingdom 2 Crown Shogun Solo, episode 14. We're still in the dead of winter. Things are moving slow, but they're moving surely. And they're moving well. So yeah, hopefully winter's going to be over this episode. I'm expecting it's going to be over in maybe 10-15 minutes through. Oh, we got a hobo here eating all the bread. There you go, pal. I guess we can get a refill from our banker. Wouldn't hurt. We got tons of money in the bank. So it's not at all an... Oop. Not at all an issue. We'll just do the usual. We're just kind of running back and forth from side to side, recruiting people, refilling bread, buying bows, enjoying the scenery, listening to some tunes. There you go, buddy. There you go, friend. So yeah, the plan still is once winter's over, we're gonna fill up on coins and we're gonna get our ass up on out of here onto Island 4 so we can finally get into the Iron Age. Get out of this sad little medieval, like, Stone Age crap. And yeah, so it'll be cool. Then we'll be making moves, you know, making gains. Getting into the cool stuff. Boom, slaughtered. Crown sailors don't even stand a chance. It's just an endless wave of arrows. It's awesome. Alright, cool. With that excitement over, we'll just continue back on over, recruiting guys. Let's see, is there a guy hiding back here somewhere? There is not. Alright, we'll go. Leave a coin there. It's day 56. Our boat people, our sailors are just waiting patiently. Is there gonna be a hobo over here? There is now. Gotcha. Alright, let's go see if we can recruit another guy. Oh, he's still tired? Come on, buddy. Eat those rats. Alright, we'll just go ahead and leave a coin there. Honestly, winter would be a good time for me to live stream this, so I at least could, like, chat with you guys. Because it's kind of weird. There's not really a whole lot to do when winter's around. Maybe I'll do that in the future in some future updates to the game. I'll just locally record videos normally, and then whenever it's winter time, I guess I could live stream it. I mean, it would only last for like 45 minutes, but it'd give a couple of you guys an opportunity to at least hang out a little bit. We could chat about, you know, what's going on with video games or movies. Did you guys see that there's a new teaser trailer just a couple days ago? At least a couple days ago since the time of this recording. A new little teaser trailer for a new Ghostbusters movie came out. So it's supposed to be an official Ghostbusters 3, which will, like, it's supposed to have the original cast, which I'm kind of torn about it because I really love the original Ghostbusters. Like many people, I thought the 2016 version was a complete and utter cringy abomination. It just kind of suffered from all the All the usual symptoms that most reboots these days do, where they just go way over the top. Like, they take a dramatic movie that has comedic elements and they just make it full-blown comedic cringe. Like, it's not even dramatic, it's not exciting, it's just cringy and weird. And anyway, I could talk crap about that about that reboot all day long. But anyway, so yeah, there's supposed to be an official Ghostbusters 3 with the original cast. I'm excited about it on one hand, but on the other hand, it's like, honestly, they're kind of like 10 years too late. Harold Ramis, one of the original actors, he passed away like 5 or 6 years ago. So he's not even going to be in the movie. So I'm kind of curious how they're even going to set up the storyline. I don't know. I kind of would assume that they're going to make it so that maybe his character's son, or maybe the kids of the characters from the original movies would maybe take up the mantle. I don't know. That would be kind of a cool thing to do. Something like that. But yeah, anyway, hopefully they don't go full cringe in it, and hopefully they kind of keep a balance between drama and science fiction and comedy instead of just making it super weird. Hopefully no one's licking any guns. And hopefully they go back to more of like a, you know, old school, you know, practical effects look rather than the cartoonish looking CGI. Not that there's anything inherently wrong with CGI, you know. You can make CGI look really realistic and gritty, but for whatever reason, I think they were just trying, in the 2016 reboot, I think they were just trying to have sort of a mass appeal to a larger audience. So they just kind of like formatted it a little bit more for kids, I think, rather than like young adults or adults. Which is not inherently bad. I think it's just executed extremely poorly. Anyway, yeah, should be cool. I'm definitely eager to see what comes of it. Go ahead and take a little rest. Get a bite to eat. Got the little tail wag. There we go. The trusty tail wag, the sign of stamina. Go ahead and recruit that guy before he gets to the bread. Here comes another one. There you go, pal. I guess, okay, cool. You want a bow? Yeah, go get the bow, man. Go get that bow. And as always, we're gonna go head over to the left side, check out the wave. Just so we got a little bit of action we can take a gander at, so it's not quite as boring. Whoa, someone got a coin? No way. Oh, maybe they picked up my coin that I dropped a while ago for one of the peasants to pick up. That would make sense. That would make a whole lot of sense. Sucker! I'm kind of curious to see how well I would do against a Blood Moon right now. I mean, it is only Island 3, so I can't imagine the Blood Moon would be too brutal. But I feel like I would do pretty well. Oh, that archer's just gonna pick that up. Alright, what do we got? We got day 58 on the island. And we got day... what is that? 61 altogether. Globally, anyway. I'm only 61 days old. I'm a young man. And I'm already a ruler of a kingdom. Well, how about that? How about that? Alright, so lately, guys, I've been kind of thinking about what other game. So I have a list of games that I've been trying to play for the channel. The Grow Home and Grow Up series. I think it's called Grow Up. I don't know. Anyway, I've been wanting to play those two games because those look pretty cool. You should check those out if you haven't. If you're not aware of what they are. You basically play as a little robot guy, and you have to plant seeds, and then these giant plants grow, and you got to try to get back to your... I think you got to get back to your spaceship or something. Anyway, it looks pretty fun. Looks pretty cool. But chances are the way that this series is going and how long it's lasting, because I've been forced to stretch it out for so long because I have a data limit on my internet each month, or else I would be releasing like 3 episodes a day like I did the first month. Since it's lasting so long, it's probably gonna end up... I'm probably gonna end up playing some games that a lot of you really aren't gonna be interested in by the time this series is over. Or by the time... because the next game I'm genuinely interested in is Metro Exodus, which is a first-person shooter. It's like post-apocalyptic. I absolutely love those games. Those games... The Metro games are just amazing. So I'm definitely gonna be playing that on the channel. So hope you guys will check that out if you're interested. I know a lot of you guys are only here for the pixel art style games, kind of like Kingdom and what's that other game I played? Regions of Ruin. I was like, what? So yeah, hopefully some of you guys will be interested in that. Depending on if this series is still going by that time, because I know Metro Exodus is going to get released, I think it's February 16th or something like that. So we still got like a whole month, basically. So if this series isn't going, I may try doing Metro Exodus as well as the Grow Home games. Oh yeah, and talking about Ghostbusters, the Ghostbusters video game what has been on my list of games to play for a long ass time. I just keep forgetting about it. I think that game came out in like 2012 or something. Maybe even before that. I don't know. It was a long time ago. But it seemed like a fun game. So maybe I'll do that too. That game is it's like a third-person shooter basically. I was originally going to try making a couple short videos of Sandstorm Insurgency, which I've been playing a little bit of recently off of YouTube, but with my data limit on my internet, unfortunately, I just kind of gave up on it. All right, we got day 59. But yeah, I'm definitely a variety gamer. I don't stick to just one genre of games. I mean, I like all sorts of games. I love the Command and Conquer series. Obviously, I like this game. I like first-person shooters. I like third-person games, like the Tomb Raider games, the Indiana Jones games, which are all old school. I play all sorts of stuff. Go ahead and get that bad boy right there. I have been thinking about maybe just making like a video or two, or maybe even streaming some gameplay for a Half-Life 1 mod that's been getting some updates recently, which is really cool. It's called Half Pain, to where some guy basically mixed Max Payne. He basically mixed Max Payne with Half-Life 1, and it looks hilariously awesome. Like you can do bullet time, and there's new weapons and new random gameplay mechanics and features and stuff, and it just looks, it's just kind of like over the top silly and crazy. Boom! Interception. Oh, and by the way, I'm glad to see that a lot of you guys are actually enjoying the co-op series. I know that it's definitely not for everybody, but it seems like a decent amount of you guys are actually checking it out and leaving a lot of positive comments about it. So I definitely appreciate it, guys. It's definitely been fun playing with somebody else for a change on this game, especially if you guys have been watching it. There are so many glitches in co-op. The game is basically broken. I mean, you can play through the game, but it's a complete disaster. But it's actually pretty fun because it's such a disaster. In one of the episodes that's going to be coming up, which I'm not sure what I'm going to release in relation to this episode, but it's one of the mounts ends up walking backwards, so it looks like the horse is moonwalking. It's super hilarious. It's it's been a lot of fun. Oh yeah, and I mentioned this in a comment, I think, because one of you guys was asking what my game lineup is next, and I do want to eventually play Subnautica on the channel. I've played Subnautica a ton before, just never on the channel. I actually was one of the first, well, I wouldn't say first people, but I bought Subnautica right when it released. In early access, so its very first release is when I bought it. So I've kind of been with the game ever since it first started, before you could really even do anything. So it's definitely a great game. I haven't played it in a while though, since it had some real major updates, and I know there's another big update coming out pretty soon, so that might be a good excuse to get back into the game. So, since it's such a big game, and that's one of those games where it's just really grindy, and there's just like a lot of grind going on, I may end up heavily editing that series, just so it doesn't last for like 1,000,000 episodes. So hopefully I can get a little bit more creative with that one, compared to the Kingdom series, where I just kind of don't really edit it down at all. So yeah, hopefully that'll be kind of a good excuse for me to maybe take a little bit more time and kind of have a little bit more fun with the editing. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that if I ever get around to doing it, which I really want to. It's just such a beautiful game, Subnautica. It's just like the visuals are just relaxing. It's just an all-around good game, you know. Jesus, is winter ever gonna end? What day is this? 63? Gosh, so we probably got like, I want to say like 10 more days? No, wait, no. We probably only have a couple days, right? I don't know. I always forget. I want to say winter lasts for 15 days, so maybe we only have like 2 days left, but it could be more than that. There's a little... Oh, he's gonna eat 2 rats. He's a hungry guy. You don't ever want to feed your griffin after midnight, though. You feed your griffin after midnight, bad things happen. You know what I always wondered about mogwais, how they say you're not supposed to feed them after midnight? Well, if you can't feed them after midnight, when the heck can you start feeding them? Can you feed them at 1 o'clock in the morning? 2 o'clock in the morning? Or do you have to wait until like 6 o'clock in the morning? Can you start feeding them again when the sun rises? But what if the sun rises differently depending on the region that you're in? Like, what if you're in Alaska and it's like nighttime for like 16 hours out of the day, you know? That's a bad place to own a mogwai, I'll tell you. Whoops. Wrong button. Let's see, these are the questions. These are the questions we need answered, guys. When is it okay to feed your mogwai again? We need better directions. Better instructions. Alright, I think I'm just gonna wait here because I need money. And the night's almost over anyway. And how do mogwais clean themselves if you can't get them wet? Do they lick themselves? Do they even produce saliva? Can they lick themselves? I don't think they can. They don't seem very flexible. Maybe they're like those weird rodents that like roll around in sand in order to clean themselves. That's what we need, guys. We need another Gremlins movie. Dude, I don't care what anybody says. Gremlins 2 was a great movie. I think the problem is now everybody just takes everything so seriously. With like video games especially, everybody's so serious about video games now. It's crazy. Like I saw in the news, people were spazzing out at the new Assassin's Creed game because like, oh no, the developers forced you to have a baby at the end of the game. Oh my gosh. It's so horrible. It's like, it's a game, guys. Get over it. Who cares, man? Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's definitely, video games have definitely changed. At least the public perception of video games has definitely changed ever since we started getting ever since really Steam, you know, since you could get games online instead of having to wait to go to the store. I mean, that's why we got the whole early access thing going on. Back in the day, in the golden era, you would get a game and it'd be a finished game, a finished product. It was wonderful. And then when they wanted to add more content to the game, they would release what's called an expansion pack. And that was, in itself, a fully completed game. It was glorious. And you would have to go to the store and buy it. And it would typically be a little cheaper than the full base game. Like, the full base game would be like 50 bucks. And then the expansion pack would probably be like 20 bucks. But it was worth it. Because it was like a full game in and of itself. Those were the days, guys. Those were the days. Is winter over? I think it's over, ladies and gentlemen. We've done it! Speaking of the golden age, here we are in the golden age of spring, and there's grass everywhere. It's glorious. Alright, so with that, guys, I think we're gonna fill up on coins and we're gonna get our ass off this island. To Island 4, we're gonna get some sweet hot metal iron action in our lives. Then we're gonna keep progressing, kicking ass, taking names, chewing bubblegum. You know what? We're not gonna be chewing bubblegum because we're all out. Just gonna be kicking ass. Alright, so Let's go see if these guys have... I mean, it's only been a couple minutes, but I guess we can see if these guys have collected any coins. I got a couple. Got a little bit. So I guess we can go get some from our banker just to top it off. And then we'll board up and get on out of here. Whew, scary sound. Alrighty, come on, banker man, give it to me. Alright, cool. And we're leaving on day 62. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Need every coin I can... Oh gosh, I just dropped one for real? And I was just saying, we need every coin we can get. Anyway, guys, we are out of here. And with that, we're going to end the episode there, guys. Hope you enjoyed. As always, if you did, hit that thumbs up. That would be mucho excelente. Hit the thumbs down if you didn't. Feel free to let me know in the comments why you didn't. Subscribe if you are not already. And I will see you guys in the next one.